Shalom, giving all praises to Yahawah B'Shem Rawchaa B'Shem Qadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, "These have turned the world upside down." And the rest of the verses are, "Come hither also." So this is also, another title I want to give it is Isaiah 13 verse 12. And we're going to get some understanding on that. So this is from Acts 17 verse 6. I should start at the first verse. I may do that, but let me just read this verse here. And then we're just going to see where the Spirit takes us. I might hit a couple more different topics. I'm not going to go long. It says, Acts 17 verse 6, "And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren, believers, unto the rulers of the city," the court system, "crying, These that have turned the world upside down are come hither also." So let me take the word world. And the word world should be not cosmos, but oikomene. Let's see if I'm correct. There it is, oikomene. So it's not, so cosmos is talking about the Israelites. Oikomene is talking about Israelites, Gentiles, Edomites, Romans, Greeks. You got these wacky-tacky Christians, they'll say, well, the Lord came for everybody. And then they'll pull out John 3:16, says, "See the world." And then you just got to explain to these boneheads that the word world is cosmos. It's not oikomene. If it said oikomene, then that meant that the Most High came to bring salvation to the entire earth. Oikomene. I may just go, well, let me just go here. The inhabited earth, that's what it means. The portion of the earth inhabited by the Greeks, and meaning the Greek Empire, distinction from the lands of the barbarians. Those are called outlands. Like the Russia, current day Russia was started by the Scythians and the barbarians. They were called outlanders. The Roman Empire, yep, the Roman Empire, all the subjects of the empire. So we're in the second rebirth of the Roman Empire, which spans the whole globe, the whole inhabited earth, the world, the inhabitants of the earth, men, the universe, the world. Like it says here, Matthew 24 verse 14, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in the whole world," and that's talking about the whole planet. So everybody and their mama got a smartphone, a laptop, a PC. The words are important. That's why you got to go into the root of words. It's called etymology. Root word. Etymology, especially when you're into the scriptures, you got to go to the root words. What does the prologue of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach say? It speaks about a word spoken in a different language doesn't have the same power as the original Hebrew. I merely paraphrase. So now this is a compound word. Let's break it up. Come on now. Oikeo, to dwell in, to dwell in, to dwell in, gay, what you get the word geo, geopolitics, world politics, the earth as a whole. So oikomedi means the earth as a whole, because I went into the root of the word. So this, let me come back over here. So this right here is the word itself, which, let me do this again. General term, the inhabited earth. Broken up 2 words, meaning to dwell in the earth, the whole earth. So if John 3:16 said he came to save the whole earth, then you have a case there. And see, this is something that the IUIC, they don't go into these root words. They don't go into the Hebrew. They don't, and lately they've been doing it. Like last week they did it. What did they go? What did they look up? They looked up the word. They didn't look up the word Jehoshaphat. They looked up the word. They look up the word Armageddon. But they did. The best way to understand the word Armageddon, to get the root of the word, is in the Hebrew. Hamagadwan. They didn't do that. They went into some dictionary. Then when it said Jehoshaphat, they briefly said the Most High's judgment. No, you go into the root word. The word Jehoshaphat, Yahawah Shapat, is Joha means Yahweh's judgment. Shapat meaning judgment. So therefore, I don't know what happened behind the scenes, man, with this dude. Anyway, this is almost like a basics. You brothers, I'm singing to the choir, but we got a lot of new people. We got a lot of people that have been in this thing for years and had their hand in their pocket, and they're waiting for you to break it down to them. Okay, so let's come back over here to, let's go to the first verse now. Paul at Thessalonica, which is about 40 miles, 50 miles away at most, of Berea. And in this chapter, he disses the church of Thessalonica. He said, look, the church of Berea is deeper than y'all. So there's levels to these churches. Corinth, the church at Corinth, they were knuckleheads. They were knuckleheads, man. They were doing all kind of madness. Every time Paul turned around, he had to curse them out. They were doing all kind of mad because they came out of that Greek world, that Greco-Roman world. You guys be watching the Super Bowl. I better not catch you watching the Super Bowl because that's a Greco-Roman sport. I'm just messing with you. Because Paul kept with the sports, the Olympics, because he used it in reference. He used racing, he used boxing, he used wrestling. It's because he was using an example from the Olympics, the Greek Olympics. It says when they run a race, run all that they may obtain a crown, and that's the back then they gave you, I believe it was a gold-plated rosemary leaf, if I'm not mistaken. They didn't give medals that he put around your neck. So that's what Paul was talking about. Okay, so let me start from the first verse. It says, now when they had passed through Amphipolis and Apollonia. They came to Thessalonica, where was this is the time to take out the maps. Where's this place? Amphipolis, and where's Apollonia? And for that matter, they have a book, the Thessalonians. I'm familiar with the word Thessalonians. First Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians. They came to Thessalonica, where was a synagogue or temple of the Jews. Now let me look this word up, synagogue. Synagogue is Greek, meaning house. Let me go to the word synagogue. Gay, a bringing together, gathering, as of fruits, a contracting in the New Testament, an assembly together of men, an assembly of men, a synagogue, which was its temples, of course. As you read down, Jewish assembly held synagogues seem to date their origin from the Babylonian exile in the time of the Messiah and the apostles. Every town, not only in Palestine's in the news, but also among the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, Israelites in a Gentile state of mind. If it contained vocab Malone, because he'll still bring out, so here it says the Gentiles. We done told you what the word Gentile means in the New Testament as concerning salvation. It's talking about when it says something concerning the Gentiles receiving a blessing or salvation, you can bet your bottom dollar it's talking about an Israelite in a Gentile state of mind. Contained a considerable number of Jewish inhabitants, because you had a mixture. You had some that knew that they were Israelites and some that didn't know that they were Israelites coming back in the fold. Had at least one synagogue, the large towns, several or even many. These were also used for trials and inflicting punishment. Now that goes into the word the agora, which is the marketplace. Back then you had your debates. All debates were free. So this nonsense was sudden that we're gonna have a major debate and you got to pay $30 to watch the pay-per-view, or you got to pay $100. That's not true debating. True debate is open to the public, man. The agora, they ain't paying nobody to watch no goddamn debate. Even court trials were held in public, and you can go to any state in these United States, the contiguous United States, and go into any court. It could be a murder trial. They can't turn you, because it's open to the public. Goes back to what? The agora. Now, if there's too many people in there, they can turn you back. You get there early enough, you'd be in any court. You could have went to Donald Trump's case. Technically, if they would have turned you away and you proved that there was enough room for you to get in there, you can actually sue the court. So, anyway, I'm going into a lot of the importance of root words. This is something that IUIC is lacking. Hey, I'm not saying nothing about the ISUPK, because they go into root words. They go into the Hebrew. They teach the Hebrew. So anyway, I'm a little all over the place, but let me come back over here. This is basically like a lesson. And see what Paul did, we're doing now. Only thing, we don't have to physically go to these places because we got the YouTube. And we reach more people than Paul ever reached. We reach more people than Yahawashi ever reached. But we're pushing the word of Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. See, Yahawashi's ministry wasn't a big ministry. His ministry was to gather the apostles, and they were to gather others of the elect, which only includes Israelites. It says, and Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned, because they got together on the Sabbath, which was based upon the new moon, not Friday sundown and Saturday sundown, reasoned with them out of the scriptures, opening and alleging that the Messiah must needs have suffered and risen again from the dead, and that this Yahawashi, whom I preach unto you, is the Messiah. Ask a Christian, give me the full name of Jesus. Jesus Christ. What's his last name? What's Jesus' last name? Christ. You blockhead dummies. Christ just means Messiah. Jesus the Messiah, or Yahawashi HaMashiach. That's all it means. It says, and some of them believed, right, some of the Israelites believed. Now that's talking about the Gentile Israelites and the Israelites that knew that they were Israelites, because they knew that they were Israelites, but they didn't believe the Messiah. They were still waiting for the Messiah. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Waiting for an important call. Yo, what? You told you to adopt it? Yeah, well, I told you it was a cold. It was cold with your ass. That's what it was. So when you call me back when you're ready to go, because I know it's going to take about an hour. I was expecting a call, and I'm expecting another one, but that'll be for another hour. Hopefully, I told them to call me back anyway. So let's keep reading. Okay, so it says fourth verse, and some of them believed and consorted with Paul and Silas, and of the devout Greeks, Israelites that came to the fold. Perfect example is Cornelius. Cornelius would also be known as a Greek or Gentile. A great multitude, and of the chief women, not a few. But the Yahawadah, which believed not, moved. Right, the Messiah, he's yet to come. Because if the Messiah came, the Roman Empire would be destroyed, would be in a kingdom. That's what they're thinking. Took unto them certain lewd fellows of the basest sort, talking Israelites, dumb blockhead Israelites, gremlin-minded Israelites, which we got them out here today. Them same niggas back then are the niggas back here today, doing blockhead things. And gathered a company and set all the city on an uproar. The drama. Where's the drama? And assaulted the house adjacent. They busted his door and he grabbed him, popped him a couple of times in the head, and sought to bring him out to the people. That's the nigga right there. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. And when they found him not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying, These that have turned the world upside down and come hither also. So what does it mean by these that turned the world upside down has come hither also? Let's come, where we at? Okay, so I said, let me go over here. Cambridge, right? Rulers of the city. This is where I want to go to. These are ones that turned the world upside down. Let me move this up. Move this up here. It says, the world, meaning world upside down, literally. Then, here it is again. Give me a second. What? And then somebody's going to take you downstairs? But you didn't go with your walker, right? You can walk and everything? Okay, all right. I'll call me back in another half an hour. I'll be heading down. All right, bye.
Hello, Moto.
What? I'm here. Yeah. So what do you want to do? Well, call me back. Please forgive me. I was expecting this series of calls. This always happens on a Saturday starting around 10. Anyway, let me go into this. I'm going right over here. You can read all this if you want. So this is commentary, Cambridge Bible for Schools. Literally, the inhabited earth. That's why when I clicked on world, turns the world upside down, I knew the word there was oikomeni. And I was talking about, well, let's read on. It says, a phrase used in later Greek or Koine Greek to signify the whole Roman Empire, which when embraced a very large portion of the known world. The known world was the expanse of the Roman Empire. And you had the Northern Kingdom on the other side, which was, the Gad, Ephraim, Simeon. Because when Columbus, I said this before, when Columbus came over here, he encountered Israelites. He had an interpreter that spoke Hebrew, Del Torres. There was a reason why he spoke Hebrew. He made sure he spoke Hebrew because he knew they knew that they were going to encounter the Israelites. So how can these Jays be the people? And this is what they're saying about us. And in other words, they're saying these Israelites turned the world upside down. It says it speaks much for a spread of Christianity, because we're really Christianity. If you're an Israelite that accepted the Messiah 2,000 years ago, you were called a Christian, which happened to be an Israelite. So when these guys say they're Christians, they're not Christians. We are the Christians. So we can call, that's our word. We're the Israelites and we're the Christians. Israel, you could be an Israelite and not a Christian. You can say, I know I'm an Israelite, but I isn't. Here it goes again. Give me a second, I'm sorry. What? So just stay for the day. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. I know, I am. All right, bye. That should be it with the call, but I'm expecting another call from a different person. Anyway, hope you can hear me. So it's good to go. It's good to deal with this Cambridge. I mean, the commentaries, because this is what I wanted, right? It says if it speaks much for the spread of Christianity. Now it's vocab according to the phrase Israelism. Israelism. So we're the true Christians. And it's powerful influence. This, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You J groups trying to stop it and trying to connect us with doing, committing crimes and so forth. You can't stop this truth because we are the people. That words like these should come from the lips of enemies, meaning the enemies are the ones that are saying that we turn the world upside down. And we're doing it, it's happening again. This is Acts all over again. So you know what, let me see. Let me look at this one, Barnes' Notes for the Bible. These that have turned the world upside down, that have excited commotion, there's your drama, and disturbance in other places. You got the Israelites all over the country and certain parts of the world. So this thing has gone global. It says the charge has been often brought against the gospel, the truth, that it has been the occasion of confusion and disorder, because they bring disorder. We don't bring disorder. Look at some. I'm not going to look at all of these. So these scholars agree with what we're saying. They say the same thing we're saying. They say, so you making that up? The scholars. That's why you go to this commentary, because the scholars say the same thing that we're saying for the most part. Go to another short one. Let's see. Okay, let me look at this one. Geneva Study Bible. And when they found them not, the Jews, Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying, these that have turned the world upside down are come hither also. Into whatsoever country and place they come, they cause sedition and tumult. I like this one. Wherever place that they go, every country or place that they go, they cause sedition and tumult. Sedition, when you look at the word sedition, it means to speak against an existing government. Not to get physical, but it causes people to get physical because of what the words that you use. So Peter and Paul and the rest of the apostles were, including John, were found guilty of sedition, which causes tumult. So anyway, that's it on that. Now what I want to do is go into Isaiah. There was a video that what's her name, Lori Harvey, she had made a statement. She's jumping from there on the man. She's for the streets. Ain't no man got her. And the next man that got her, just know that she's for the streets. She got a spirit on her, just like her mama. She got a spirit on her, man. And see, you black men, I'm not even gonna call you Israelites, you black men, you cater to these black women. Fuck the black women, man. You the prize. She ain't the fucking prize. You get dealing with a white woman, a passport bro. The reason why the passport bros are doing what they're doing, because they're tired of the bullshit with you black women here in America. And we can be with any. Look, there was a commercial, this little white boy for some amusement park, Disney World. He said, you can do whatever you want. Well, guess what? The Israelite man can do whatever they want when it comes to women. You can have women of the other nations. You can have concubines. You can have babies with them. And that's what's going to happen in the kingdom. You want a concubine? You can have concubines. Damn it, you can have concubines. So it's not their place to tell you. It's not their place to tell you what you can do and what you can't do. You are the Lord. Remember, Sarah called Abraham Lord, calling him Lord. So why should you be with a snaggletooth hoe in the first place? You know, they don't get on Suki Hana and Sexy Red. Them two, they're for the streets. The woman, you black women don't get on them and saying this is out of order, you making us look bad. But a Jake get with a woman of another nation, you the worst nigga on earth. Like I said, I'm giving you the reason why. I'm giving you the reason why they're going to other countries to get other women, and they're catching hell over there too. Not as much hell as with you, is because you are just not even a woman. You're not a woman, man. And one video that was put up, let me see if I can find it. I'm going long here. But that's all right. Okay, I was watching this dude, this blackhead, what do you call that? Them logo, what do you call them blocks? Lego town. He's just a Lego town preacher. What is your take on Hebrew? And I'm listening to this clown. And you look, when a Christian roll up, you just tell them a few words and tell them, look, I don't want to talk to you, or just leave. You know, because they're nobodies. They're real nobodies. Okay, this right here, this is a video I put up on Kazakh and Remnant Say 144. Commented, he left us for dead, and he did. He did leave us for dead. So there ain't nobody going to follow this guy. He said, why don't you give the 7? You got to give him credit. Well, give him credit. Lahab is teaching that Edomites can make it. Where was you for the last 20 plus years? Where was Shishai for the last 20 plus years? Ariadne went to sleep. Shardon went to sleep. Yahawah and Mashah, they're rewarded. They're in the heavens. I didn't want this to go, but there's so much things. If you say, well, I ain't got nothing, I don't got a topic. Well, you need to smash your head in the wall. You know, do something, smack yourself in the head. So many things to talk about. And this place is going down, man. And we are the people. And the J government and the military, they're really looking bad around the world. When you got a guy, what's this guy, Blinken? He's secretary of whatever. He made a statement. He's to the Israeli forces. He said, "You're killing too many goddamn Gentiles." He said, "You're killing too many civilians." When the devil says you're killing too many civilians, damn it, you killing too many the civilians, and that's who they're killing. The count is 10,000 plus, 10,000 plus that have died, and that includes old men, old women, young men, young women, babies, infants, toddlers, pregnant women. That's who they're killing. They only got one what they claim they got one. We got one Hamas leader, but they killed over 10,000 civilians, and they're homeless too. And the whole world sees this. And like I said, Blinken even made that statement, man. Let me see if I can get that. So I'm all over the place, man, but that's all right. Okay, Blinken. Blinken says you are killing too many civilians. Blinken. To do this. And he's a small head as well. See if I spelled it right. Okay, let's try it this way. Here it is, Reuters. Blinken says far too many Palestinians killed as Israel. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, and he's a small hat because he actually went over there saying I'm a small hat too, on Friday denounced the soaring number of Palestinians, these were civilians, not members of Hamas, killed as Israel push ahead with its wars. That's total hatred, man. You got small hats that are against what the Israeli government is doing. How many Palestinians have been killed by Israel? And they don't want to put, it got to be close to 15,000. It says more than 10,000 people have been killed in 31 days. That's a lot of people, man. Men, women, and children. The days of relentless Israeli attack. Remember, the Palestinians do not have an army. They do not possess weapons. Just rocks. The kids possess rocks. On the Gaza Strip, according to the Palestinian health officials, no signs of ceasefire in the besieged enclave. Remember, the Romans besieged. That's how they roll. They roll them with their armies. That's how they. That's what they do. So let's come over here. And NBC News. Anthony Blinken, and even CNN is getting mad at the Israeli government, and they kiss the ass. They eat the shit out of the Israeli government. Anthony Blinken, U.S. is working to verify reports Americans are among the dead in Israel and being held hostage by Hamas. New York Times, the terrible price, the deadly racial disparities. Oh, that's not even. The hell is this? See, they don't even want to give you. Let me do it this way. Okay, this is under news. CNN, Blinken denounces civil toll. They know it's civilians. They're killing civilians. They're killing civilians. Toddlers, newborns, pregnant women, married couples, men, women, grandmas and grandpas. So the whole world is looking at them as a bad guy. They might take this video down just because of this. The whole world is waking up to you, Jays. The whole world is waking up to you, Jays. Blinken denounces a civilian toll in Gaza, says far too many Palestinians have been what? Killed. There it is again. Far too many. Reuters, that's the Times of Israel. Even their own papers are condemning this. Blinken says far too many Palestinians have been killed in Israel, and the Hamas is a supposedly terrorist organization that are Palestinians. It's just like you're going after the mafia, and you see every Italian that you see, you kill or you arrest because they're mafia. No, you have the Italian mafia are set up comprised of Italians, but that doesn't mean if you're Italian you're mafia. So this is madness. Biden says far too many Palestinians killed as Israeli battles Hamas in Gaza because they don't have weapons. They don't have an army. They don't have a standing army. That's why they're going to sing when Babylon goes down. Let me see if I can find that. They will sing when Babylon is destroyed. Let's see what comes up. Okay, it's in Ezekiel. Let me do it this way. Let me go to King James. Excuse me. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Excuse me. What? I'll see you tomorrow. I can't see you now. Bye. I should get one more call and that's it. Hopefully. Let me see here. Bear with me for a minute. Let's see if this is it. Okay, I believe I found it. Then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon, for the spoilers shall come unto her from the north, saith Yahawah. So we know that's getting ready to happen. So who's going to be singing? We're going to be singing. The elect is going to be singing. And then other nations are going to be singing too. But other nations are going to be sad because they're not going to make money from this great consumer anymore. I got a damn letter the other day. I had a bunch of credit cards. I got rid of all of them. I got one just in case I got to rent a car, right? I don't use that credit card. So they sent me a nasty letter saying, you know, you've been a customer for X amount of years, but you haven't been using your card. And if you don't use it in 50 days, we're going to cut your account. So I'll go ahead and use it just to keep it going. Just only for, you know, in case I got to rent a car. If I go out of town, I don't take my car. You know, I take their car because if something should happen, it's on them. The rental got to deal with it. That's the only reason. But that's showing you credit cards and loans are set up to make money. They're mad at me because they ain't making no money on me. I remember years ago, I got this card for 10. This is back in 2005. Possibly, I think it was 2005. 2005. I got a card. My credit was pretty good at that time. It's still good now because I pay my bills on time. I don't want to. But it was a $10,000 limit at that time, and I didn't use it for like 2 years. And they sent me a nasty letter. We're cutting your account because they wanted me. They have no power unless you use a card. That way they can apply interest on it. Now the trick when you use your card, pay it inside of 30 days, 29 days or whatever, then there's no interest involved in it. It's same as cash, which they don't like either. They want to build up credit so they can get you on the interest. Anyway, I'm all over the place. Now this is what I'm going to do. Let me cut this thing short. Okay, I want to go here. See, I got this new setup, so I just wanted to play with it. I want to see how long it goes, whether it's going to shut off on me or not. It's still going. It's still going. See, it says camera and microphone in use, so it's still going. And this is from my laptop, which is a Chromebook. I got this about 2 years ago, and this comes with the package. I did a like if you go here, let me do this. If you go here, you hit screen capture, and it's easy from there. And then you got cast screen. In other words, I can cast it to my TV. If you have what is it? Google. What do you call it? Chromecast. Okay, bring this back down. I'm all over the place. If y'all want to disappear for a while, go ahead, be my guest. I'm going long. I'm going long on this one. Okay, so Isaiah 13. I'm gonna hit this real quick. Isaiah 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, which is the best gold on the planet, which came from America. Let me read again. I will make a man, an Israelite man, more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. If you destroy every Israelite man and you have Israelite women left, guess what? You destroyed the nation. Because the Israelite woman cannot bring forth an Israelite man or woman unless she has the seed of an Israelite man. So Esau is going after the men. The Egyptians, they went after the male babies. And when Yahawashi, they went after the male, even though they didn't say male, they said babies, but it was talking about male babies. Because they knew the Messiah was coming in the form of a man. So you're not the prize, we are the prize. So now let me go to the commentary. Okay, well this is it. This is the commentary. Let me go to the Cambridge. Golden wedge, render simply gold. Both the words for gold are rare and poetic. Let me read this one and I'm going to close. Ellicott's commentary. I will make a man more, Israelite man, more precious, both the words of men, it says Enos and Adam, like it says, son of Adam is talking about son of the earth, terrestrial man, expressed as in Psalms 8:2, at the north babies have retained strength because of the enemies, that you might still be enemies. The fertility of man's nature. The words may point to the utter destruction in which but few men should be left. What you come to mind? 2nd Ezra chapter 16. The bridegrooms, they mourn for them because there are no bridegrooms, there's no men. The gold of Ophir, the gold coast near the mouth of Indus, actually it's in America, was proverbial for its preciousness. So men are going to be precious. Had a movie called Precious. No, precious. The men are precious. Let me go to some others. Pulpit. I will make a man more precious than fine, an Israelite man more precious than fine gold. You know how many Edomite women get with Jake men behind the scenes? They fantasize about Jake men. Isaiah 4 verse 1, beautiful. And that's going to happen before the kingdom comes. You know what Isaiah 4 and 1 says, right? Population shall be so diminished. 2nd Ezra 16. Also in Isaiah, the men are going to be cut off. There's going to be a shortage of men. So guess what? You're going to have, for one man, in the kingdom, you're going to have one man. You're going to have 1,000 women or more. Population shall be so diminished. From what? From the wars. From sending the boys over to war. So you're going to become precious, man. It says population shall be so diminished that a man shall be the most highly Israelite man, most highly. It ain't the Edomite men, because their widows shall not pity their husbands. Let me get you that real quick. Let me try widows. I know it's in Job. Job 26:13, somewhere around there. Widows. So we are the prize. Let's see if it comes up. Okay, this should be easy to find. Job 27:15. Let me go up to the 13th verse. Let me start at the 13th verse. This is a portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children, the wicked's children, Esau's children, be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring, his seed, shall not be satisfied with bread. And that's happening to these devils, and especially in the kingdom. It says, those that remain of him, the Edomites, shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. So they're not going to be precious. They're not going to be precious. Okay, let me see here. Okay, population shall be so diminished that Isaiah 4:1, and the diminishment is look at the Palestinians. Look at how much they diminished. That man shall be the most highly esteemed. Israelite men shall be the most highly esteemed of commodities. A commodity is gold. That's why they compared a man to pure precious gold or Ophir. Gold is a commodity. Silver is a commodity. Timber is a commodity. Bricks, metal is a commodity. Iron is a commodity. Copper is a commodity. It says the more scanty the supply of a thing, meaning men, the greater its value. So they talking about high value men. We're going to be the high value men. We are the high value men. And we don't need you women to bring the nation back. The nation can only come back through us. This is what King Marshall said. The golden wedge of Ophir, rather pure gold of Ophir. Ophir is mentioned as a gold region. 1 Kings 9 verse 28 doesn't come up, but it speaks about Solomon going to that place. That was one of the reasons why he was so rich. Its locality is uncertain. It's America. Gold of Ophir appears to have been considered especially pure. Isaiah 13 and 12. Anyway, with that, thank you for bearing with me. I went long, but that's all right too. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next one. Shalom.